Guys, welcome back to my channel and thanks for watching my new video. We have a makeup tutorial. I miss doing makeup tutorials. For me, this is a perfect everyday look with a little bit of sprinkle of extra glam, if you know what I mean. Anyways, if you're curious on how I created this look, then keep on watching. Finally, today I'm going to do my makeup. Honestly, I was looking forward to this day because I wanted to do my makeup so bad. Even though the weather is like super humid, it's warm outside, but I don't care. I need makeup. So today's makeup is going to be a little bit inspired by Gigi Hadid. Her photo popped up everywhere. All the Instagram bigger pages were sharing it. I knew I wanted to do something a little bit similar. But the thing is, she has like blue-gray eyes, so her eyeshadow really matched her eye color. So kind of like the similar idea, I wear my contacts from Desio Eyes. These are delicious, honey. And oh my god, dirty mirror. Let's start. I feel like in every video I talk about my skin. Why? Because my skin is such a Libra. She doesn't know what she wants. Like one day I wake up with so like good looking skin and I kind of feel guilty because people say like, oh my god, your skin is so beautiful, and then next day I just turn up with so many pimples and so many, I don't know, like blemishes and stuff like that. And I'm like, what do you want? What do you want? What do you want? Notebook. Okay, we are going to start with Too Faced Do You Fresh Glow Luminous Face Primer. I love this primer. I'm going to use this sponge for the first time. It feels super soft, maybe a little bit too soft, but I'm not sure. So let's just, oh, it feels really nice to use a sponge after using all those brushes. I'm filming with daylight, so you know, if it gets darker or lighter, I'm sorry about that, but that's just nature. It's getting darker right now and lighter right now. We cannot judge nature. After that, I'm using my Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. This is in the shade 7.5. And I'm not sure if this is going to be the right color, but hopefully I have a little bit of a 10 because usually it's a little bit too dark, more like too warm. But let's see. It's going to match my shoulders. Okay, I'm going to do one side. If it's going to be too dark, I'm going to lighten it up with another foundation. As you can see, it's still a little bit too warm, but I'm going to lighten it up with a concealer. But I do love a more warmer golden complexion. So I rather use a little bit of a darker color and then lighten up my jawline, you know, under eye area. Usually I have a bigger mirror, so I have to do everything with this tiny mirror, which is a little bit more challenging because I can't really see the bigger picture. I'm going to use two concealers. These are my favorite concealers at the moment. These are Born This Way Too Faced concealers. One of them is Natural Beige. I use this to cover up my dark circles and to lighten up my under eye area, to lighten up my jawline. And then this color is Porcelain, which is way lighter, and I love this to, you know, really highlight some points of the face, but not too much, just a little bit, so we don't have the Kim K 2006 look. But it's really good to, you know, use this for detail work, but I will show it to you. First of all, Natural Beige. Oh my god, it feels so good to wear makeup. I didn't know that I was going to miss it this much. So this is the first shade, and as you can see, it's not like extremely lighter than my own skin color. So we are going to highlight with this, but it's subtle because it's not too light. Now I'm going to use Porcelain, which is the lightest color. And I'm just going to place a few dots on the places where I want my highlight to really be a little bit more bright. I'm taking this Sigma Precision Taper brush and I am going to blend the concealer into this part of the eye because usually it's really dark right here. You can't really fix it later on because after you've put on eyeshadow and powder, it's just not going to happen because, you know, you've already powdered, so you can't go in with something liquid. So I don't want to forget this part. Taking another concealer, but I'm going to contour my face with this. This is Mocha. This is shade Mocha from Born This Way concealer. So this concealer comes also in the shade Honey, which is very popular, and I think it's sold out like almost every time. But I do completely get that because it's a beautiful shade to contour your face with. But since I have a tiny bit of a tan, which I'm really proud of, I'm going to use the shade Mocha. This is such a, I would call this like the J-Lo contour. It's a little bit more warm. But like not too orange, but kind of like in the middle. So I really love this shade. If you want to have that golden, beautiful, glowy, you know, golden goddess skin, then this color is really beautiful. So as you can see, I'm not using too much because the color is so rich. You don't want to look extremely orange. I'm going to take this artist brush. This is from a Mulak, which I love. And I'm going to blend this into the skin. Taking the same brush from Sigma, the Precision Taper brush, I am going to blend my nose contour. I don't want my nose contour to be really defined, and for some reason I do like a bit more of a wider nose instead of like a smaller nose. So I'm just going to keep kind of like the natural line of my nose. Now I'm taking my Cheek Leader Bronze Squad palette from Benefit and going in with Hoola, but also Hoola Caramel. So I'm going to mix those shades. Hoola is slightly more cooler. Hoola Caramel is very warm, but I'm just going to mix it and then set the places where we've contoured the face. And the brush that I'm going to use is BH Cosmetics brush in number 2, which is a very good brush to contour your face with. So I'm going to do the brows real quick off camera. I do have a brow tutorial up, which I will link in the description below, if I don't forget it. And then I'll be right back to do the rest of the makeup. I'm going to use this Loaded palette from NARS. And I'm going to start with this shade right here, which is called Newbury Street. So it's kind of like a taupe gray shade, which I love. And for the brush, let me check. For brush, I'm going to use MAC 224S brush. So we're dipping into this color, and let's put this into the crease, but very soft. So this is a bit more of a cooler tone, but you guys know I love to mix warm and cool, so this look is going to be a little bit mixed like that. I'm also going to use a little bit of this color, still using the same brush, which is slightly warmer, but just a touch, to blend this gray taupe color right here. Now I'm going to take the Natasha Denona Gold palette. I'm going to use this color, which is also slightly warmer. And I'm going to warm up, but just a tiny bit, the place where we've just put the second eyeshadow. So it's going to be, so I'm just going to warm it up right there. Next, I'm going to take one of my favorite Urban Decay eye pencils. This is in the shade Roach, which has a little bit of a metallic shine to it. And it's more like, I don't know how to describe it. It's like a very rich brown, not really copper, because copper would be a little bit more red, but like a very good, rich brown gold kind of color. So I'm going to use it as an eyeliner and mix it with another color later on. It doesn't have to be perfect because we are going to blend this. And then the second eye pencil that I'm going to use is Demolition from Urban Decay. I still don't know if I pronounced this correctly. Demolition. It's a dark gray charcoal kind of color. And I am going to like darken it up a little bit, but also tight line with this. I didn't really tight line before, but I feel like it makes such a huge difference, especially if you tight line right there, to really get that almond eye shape. It makes your eyes look so much bigger. And I know it looks so creepy and weird, but it's necessary. So taking the Natasha Denona palette again, I'm going to use this darker brown color, and I'm going to blend this eyeliner, make it a little bit more smoky. Still using the same color, I am going to make this area a little bit darker. Okay, I'm going to take the eye pencil that we've used and I'm going to make a triangle, like right there, and connect the two eyeshadows together. And now I'm going to blend this. This is going to make the eyes look so much bigger. Not really rounder, but more like an almond eye, and it's just going to give you that supermodel eye shape, which I really like. Which is also perfect if you have hooded eyes. Going back to the NARS palette, I'm going to mix these two colors. Again, it's a little bit more of a warmer, I don't know really how to describe this color. It's like dirty gold brown together with this silver taupe kind of color. Going to mix it and put it on my eyelids, but I'm not going to do it too much because I want the color to be there, but not too obvious. You know what I mean? So this is my taper blending brush from Urban Decay. And mixing the colors. So remember the first color that we've used from the NARS palette. I'm going to smoke out my lower lash line with this, and it's a stunning color to put this on your lower lash line. If you want to have incredibly sexy eyes, you need to use gray and brown. Using a little bit of the warmer brown shade from the Natasha Denona palette, and I'm going to smoke it out even more. Going in with Roach from Urban Decay, which is also warmer. So as you can see, I'm just taking a cooler tone, warmer tone, cool and warm, just mixing it. And I'm using this on my waterline. I will give you guys a very nice tip in case you didn't know. But if you're going to use an eye pencil with a little bit of a shine to it, like a metallic eye pencil, not too much, and you use that on your waterline, it's just going to give the effect of having watery eyes in a good way, as if your eyes are a little bit more sparkly and a little bit more bright, kind of like a dull effect. Instead of like sometimes when you use a very matte eye pencil, it can look a little bit dull, as if you're a little bit more tired. But if there's a spark to it, it's just going to look really good. Next, I'm going to take this Makeup Addiction brush. This is actually a eyeliner brush. I am going to highlight my inner corners with this, but more like precise in a triangle with Jouer Cosmetics in Topaz. This is such a gorgeous highlighter to highlight your inner corners with. It's so bright, but not too silvery, because sometimes it's just not going to look beautiful with the rest of the eyeshadow. It's not too gold. It's like the perfect champagne inner corner color. Going to curl my lashes with my favorite curler. It's Tweezer Man. And I'm just going to curl them a few times before I'm going to apply mascara. Meanwhile, I'm going to use this Anastasia Beverly Hills Peachy Love Trio Blush. It fell on the floor, so that's why the cap with Anastasia Beverly Hills came off, but this is cool design as well. And I'm going to use this color right here, which is a bit more of a rosy, brown rosy color. And I'm going to use my, no. First I'm going to use highlighter. Forgot about it. First I'm going to use my Iconic London Illuminator in Original. It's my favorite liquid highlighter, and this is going to give you that supermodel glass skin look. This makes every look so beautiful, and I tried so many highlighters, but I just keep going back to this one. And I'm going to use my Anastasia Beverly Hills A23 brush to blend this. Then I'm using the blush with my Morphe Jaclyn Hill brush in number 7. So I'm going to curl my lashes for the second time. For mascara, I'm going to use one of my fave at the moment, which is Grandieuse Extrême by Lancôme, and it's the one with the weird bending wand, but it's such a good mascara, and it doesn't, like, sometimes doesn't matter how much I curl my lashes, sometimes they just go down because the mascara is too heavy. And this is the only mascara who puts a lot of volume and a lot of length without leaving my lashes too heavy and too wet. So as you can see, I'm concentrating on the edges of my lashes to get that almond shape. I'm also brushing it more like this way. I don't want to use too much mascara because I don't like that. Like this, and I'm going to touch my lower lashes. So just touch them. I'm not going to apply a lot of mascara. Just to comb and touch. So to powder my face, I'm going to use this Sisley Blur Expert Powder. I think this is the best powder that I've ever tried. First of all, when I first used this, I was like, is this even doing something? But later on the day, I looked in the mirror and I looked photoshopped. My pores looked so much less, and it doesn't even look like as if you put powder on. It doesn't feel like powder, it doesn't look like powder. So I wouldn't really describe it as a powder either. It's just like the perfect product to kind of like mattify and set your makeup without having that powdery effect. And it's literally blurring. You look photoshopped. The only downside of this is really, really expensive. So when I checked the price, I was like, that is expensive. But, oh Lord, it's gorgeous. So I'm going in with this brush and I'm just going to powder the places where I usually get a little bit oily. So that will be in the center of my face, underneath my eyes, mouth. Going to line my lips with MAC lip liner in Strip Down. For lips, I'm going to use Jouer liquid lipstick in Terra, which is a very nice mauvey brown color, and it's also very comfortable. So in the center of the lip, I'm going to use MAC Influentially It, which is a very, very nude color, but it's a perfect color to highlight your lips with. I'm going to use one of my favorite glosses. This is Rose Gold from Jouer, and I love this because it gives a little bit of a, not really glitter, but yeah, it is glitter, but in a very good way, not like chunky glitters. And I also feel like it makes your lip look very hydrated. So this is kind of like my supermodel look. Look at how sexy I am, and I didn't even put a lot of effort into it, which we all know we did. No one has to know that. I think it took me around 40 minutes without, like with a lot of talking and just, you know, like chilling and stuff like that. So you could easily do this in half an hour. I personally feel very confident while I'm wearing this look because I don't feel like it looks too much or too overdone or too much on top of your skin. It's like glam enough, but still like somewhat natural enough. You know what I mean? So anyways, I hope you guys liked this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you did. Let me know what you think of this look. Would you wear it? Yes or no? And that is pretty much it for this video. I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye. For brush, I'm going to use MAC 22. I have to pee so bad.